Tonight we have 3 cases, all from Lowndes County. Would like to get started, Mr. Dillard?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Good evening, Commissioners. REZ-2026-04 is regarding a request in Clyattville. This is a approximately 1 acre property currently zoned R-10. As you see here, some of you may remember the CG zoning across the way in 2014. You'll also notice some CG zoning a little to the south there, and then back in 2022, some CC zoning across from the purple you see on your screen, which is Clyattville Elementary School. Now again, this property sits in an established residential character area. However, you see all the adjacent character areas and the broad picture that covers this general area. There are no wetlands on this property from an environmental standpoint. However, there are no county sewer facilities, so therefore the property will be served by septic if approved. The applicant is seeking to do a multi-tenant commercial establishment, in commercial zoning here. You see approximately 3 businesses shown on this site plan. And then again, here is the overall footprint of those businesses. Again, this is a conceptual site plan. This has not been approved. This is not an approval of the site plan. This is just conceptual, showing that a multi-tenant establishment could fit if commercial zoning is approved. With that being said, again, show some aerials on how they might fit in with some of the surrounding buildings. You'll notice the Dollar General across the street, a few residences to the northwest and southwest there. And again, speaking from an aerial perspective, just for visualization. With that being said, the TRC analyzed the request, looked at the lot's unique shape, with many frontages, its potential for non-residential development, potential for more economic development, market and feasibility concerns, and proposed scale of the development, and therefore recommended approval with one condition, that any vehicular ingress and egress off of Davis Street, which is the street to the south, which is currently unpaved, shall require the property owner or developer to pave the street from that ingress and egress to the nearest paved street. The property owner or developer will also be responsible for the design and the acquisition of necessary right-of-way, relocation of utilities, and the construction costs for paving of the section mentioned above. With that being said, TRC is recommending approval with that one condition for commercial use zoning.
Thank you, JD. Questions for staff?
I have a question. JD, and maybe it's just me, I didn't get any paperwork. I know you said at the work session we were going to get something on email.
The email was sent out late today.
Oh, okay.
Again, it was 20-something megabytes, so some mailboxes might have gotten it. It was sent out late today. We kind of ran out of time to print everything.
So these dotted lines, are those the setback lines?
The dash lines? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, thank you.
But again, this is just feasibility if approved for commercial zoning.
So the parking is not,
Parking is not, it's a building setback and we're setback.
all right, if there's no further questions for staff, is there anyone here that would like to speak in support of this project? Please state your name and address for the record.
Joe Hewitt, 5633 Barber Circle, Hayhire, Georgia. I am want to speak in favor of it. This area is, I've lived here my entire life. Obviously, I've not lived there, but this area is, very in need of commercial spaces. My client is the one that's wanting to do this project, and he intends on having some restaurant style businesses located as tenant space in the tenant spaces. So I just wanted to come forth and recommendation of approval for this. I think it's something that's necessary for the area, and I think that it'd be a huge benefit to the residents in that area, as well as the employees that work at the mill.
Do we have any questions for Mr. Hewitt?
Your client's aware of the recommended requirement for paving of Davis Street as part of the...
Yes.
Okay.
I can't imagine he would need that as a point of ingress or egress, right?
No, I mean, but, when it was originally designed, the layout was intended, we thought that was a potential road that would be paved by the county, but we would obviously redesign to not have to utilize that road as access.
Madison Highway is a DOT route. awful close to both intersections, so it might be hard getting that DOT.
Well, I mean, there's already an entrance that exists for residential, so, I mean, that's something we could apply for, but if it's not a grant, we could always access from the rear of the property, that's not an issue. Yes, sir.
I seem to recall during one of the conversations, presentation, that, one of the, I guess the main anchor was gonna be a liquor store, is that?
That is,
My understanding?
correct, that is the intended, space on the far end, we've already done all the research. There's a dash line that shows where the school zone would be required, 600 feet from the school, corner of the school property, so we're within all the legal means to acquire a liquor license.
Including the church?
Yes, it's 300 feet door to door for a church.
That's the line.
That is the line,
Okay.
yep. It's actually on the line of the building, that would separate the two tenant spaces from the liquor store.
Nice. An improvement for sure.
All right, thank you, Mr. Hewitt. Is there anyone else here that would like to speak in favor of this project? There being none, is there anyone here that would like to speak in opposition of this project? Please state your name and address for the record.
My name is Dawn Jackson. I'm at 5510 Davis Street, right across the street. I have several issues with this. Is it possible to flip that so we can see the homes surrounding it? Every home that surrounds this, except for the trailer that sits this way, has small children. Our children play on that. Every house has a small child that plays in their yards, in our yards. The man that owns the house next to ours has small grandchildren that play. The traffic for the school goes up in front of the church every day. It blocks that. The seeing onto the traffic of Madison Highway is already blocked. So we're gonna put a building there that causes more traffic. There are so many accidents that already happen at that stop sign at Mankin and Central and Madison, and right across from Davis and the Dollar Store. There are multiple accidents. A small child got hit 2 years ago, right there, because of traffic and then people not being able to see. We're putting buildings and parking lots. And then I was approached by the person wanting to build this to buy our land. Our land is not for sale. All of my neighbors agree with me, their land is not for sale. We want our kids to be able to play and be safe. We do not want more traffic in our area. We definitely do not want a liquor store where our small children have access to. We already have enough drunk driving situations in Lowndes County. We don't need to add to that, especially where there are children. 2 children in the first house directly across at Central. 5 children in the next house. 2 children in the next house. 3 children in my home. We do not need this. There are 2 gas stations within half a mile. There's the dollar store. That is enough traffic. This is a residential community. We want to keep it that way. We do not want this. I have spoken with several of my neighbors. Unfortunately, they could not be here tonight. None of them want this. That's all I have. Thank you.
Is there anyone else here that would like to speak against this case?
My name is Amy Jackson. I live at 5422 Madison Highway. We live maybe a quarter of a mile down from that area. I have lived in that spot for almost 30 years, between 25 and 30 years. I've watched it grow, and I've watched things come in, or businesses come in and businesses go. It is definitely more of a residential little spot in the road. And as far as, yes, basically I don't know if you did rezone it, what would be a good business for down there? It would need to be something very community oriented, like a co-op or something. But Dawn pretty much covered everything. The traffic in that area has become very dangerous. We actually need studies done for at least a blinking caution light, and also the one right before that. The truck traffic that comes to and from Georgia to Florida has increased exponentially in the last 10 years. Already we have trouble with people passing through that area at high rates of speed. And I know that our local law enforcement do their best. We see them, often, but there's only so much they can do, with the hours. And anyway, I just wanted to say that as far as they're also technically within the boundaries, within a distance, they're right across, that would be right across the street from a church. And also, there's so much residentially that needs to be considered that it's just not going to be a very positive thing for the community. So, thank you.
Thank you. We have 2 more minutes if there's anyone else who would like to speak against this case. There being none, we will close the public hearing portion of this case. Commissioners, any questions for staff?
Yes.
Further discussion?
On Davis Street, you plan on putting a fence, a barrier up there, that side?
Is there any kind of barrier or anything going up on Davis?
Davis Street.
None that is required just for the zoning change, no. If the applicant chose to put up some sort of fencing or anything like that, that would be their prerogative, but it is not required.
And I mean, we're just really today voting on a zoning change only.
Correct. At the end of the day, it's a commercial land use question.
Okay.
Okay.
The liquor store is exactly 300 foot to the building from the church.
Based on the applicant's site plan. Again, this is not a site plan that's been submitted for approval to the county.
It's a front door to front door measurement.
That's the only thing I've got heartburn with from a safety standpoint with the kids and all there, and kids in the neighborhood, plus the school right there, of having a liquor store right there on the corner, to be honest with you about that. I think the other part, the food part, I think would be okay, but I do have some heartburn with the liquor store.
I mean, but it's not confirmed that a liquor store is going in there as far as we're concerned. We're just
No, but
voting.
when we rezone it, we have no control at that point,
That's right.
unless we put a condition on
restriction.
it.
Last page on it actually says a new liquor store.
There's not currently
Turning it loose at that point.
a moratorium against liquor stores in the county. So there isn't a moratorium right now.
There is or is not?
There's not.
But with the condition, if the commissioners decide to support it, we would. There are some good aspects of it as far as the food part of it. I'm not arguing that point, but we also need to be respectful for the kids that are there and the safety of the kids, and the fact that when you push them right to the 300 foot to the liquor store, I've got a little heartburn with it. Even though it's right, might be, but I think now's the time, if you're gonna do it, to consider that if it's approved. It's just my opinion.
All right. Yep, we will entertain a motion.
Mr. Chairman, regarding REZ-2026-04, a request to rezone 1.03 acres from R-10 to CG with one condition regarding the paving of Davis Road. As this has been studied favorably by TRC and staff, I make a motion to approve.
favor? So, 6, all opposed? Mr. Touchton, did you vote?
He voted for.
Okay, so that was
What was the count, Holly?
6-3.
6 to 1, 2, 3. Yes. Approved.
With the condition?
With the